knowledgeable. Trust Zia Abbas.
Buy low and sell high with Zia Abbas.
Assalamualaikum viewers, it's Zia Abbas. You are watching Buy Low and Sell High. Our first guest would be Barbara Lawler today. She is a President Baker Realty, and the second guest would be Amin Noorani from ABN Corporation. Tariq Muindeen, lawyer, would join us from Abraham's LLP. Let's go to the first guest, to Barbara. Stay with us.
Buy low and sell high with Zia Abbas.
Viewers, I'm sitting with Barbara Lawler, President Baker Realty. 2015, amazing year. So we are just before holidays. So let's talk to Barbara before she goes for good holiday season. Barbara, how are you?
I'm really good, Zia. Thank you.
The whole year 2015, quite tiring year for you, right?
Huge year,
Yeah, I know.
amazing year for new construction condominiums. The entire GTA has embraced new construction condominiums. We've had the pleasure of representing developers from Markham to Burlington to downtown Toronto,
Yes.
to North York, right across the GTA. And there has been a wonderful response from the buying public, whether they are investors or end users. They're all buying condominium, and I think it really is because the low rise this year, the supply has dwindled so
Yes.
dramatically, and there really is one condominium for every one low-rise home available now. It used to
Yes.
be that there were 4 low-rise homes for every one condominium,
Wow.
but it's even now with new construction condominiums being so popular.
But Barbara, what is the reason condominium purchases are so in high demand? Is it
Yes.
affordability?
Well, I think affordability certainly plays a big part,
Yes.
because if you look at the index price of low-rise is over 800,000, and the index price of new condominiums is in the 400,000. So,
Half and half
like,
difference.
it's a huge difference. So it's far more affordable for
Yeah.
the general buying public to buy in, and also investors. It's interesting, you know, the interest from the international clients is huge, and I think in a way they appreciate how international
Yes.
the GTA is becoming,
Yeah.
even more than we do.
Yes, but the concept of condominium, other than downtown Toronto, if you go in the outskirts,
Oh, yes.
it's a very different concept rather than hardcore downtown. So what is the difference?
Well, I think it's growing. I think it's growing in the 905, and people are understanding that it's brand new, it's wonderful amenities, it's great locations, it's
Yeah.
close to amenities, lifestyle amenities, and transit, and that seems to be spreading.
Another thing is, see, I'm getting retired. My home worth 1.5, say example, and
Yes.
then I have to move to condominium for say $500,000. A, I pocket $1 million.
That's
B,
right.
it fits based on my requirement, my age, like, you know,
Yes.
that no snow shovelings, like, you know, nothing.
Yes.
But I believe it's a great product for Torontonians.
It's a great product right across the spectrum, Zia, because if you're starting out and you're a first-time buyer,
Yes.
that's what you can afford usually. If you're a busy professional, you don't want to be involved with
Exactly.
the whole maintenance thing, so you're going to buy a condominium, you're going to move up. Even now we're seeing hundreds of young couples with children starting to move into our condominiums, and you spoke about people who are right-sizing their lives,
Exactly.
you know, because of empty nest and
Yes.
grown children moving out. And also, too, our GTA educational facilities, like universities, like high schools, these are in very high demand because we are such a safe place
Exactly.
for our investors, our overseas investors, to send their children to school in our system. So there's so many reasons why, and generally our condominiums are in locations that are very carefully selected by our developers because they offer all of these amenities.
Another thing is, Barbara, I want to stick in AAA location. I can't afford home.
Yes.
Guess what? I can accommodate myself in condominium.
Absolutely.
As you said, from 800,000 to 400,000.
Yes.
So there is a great product, like, for these purchasers.
Yes.
As long as they consider. And for investor, the beauty about them, they see two-dimensional title, floor plan, paper title as a tangible 3D investment. So they put their money, they leverage, and then 3 years later, true end users are ready to take over.
Absolutely. Or they have the choice of holding their real estate investment and renting it out, and rents are really doing well this year.
Exactly.
Rents have increased, and I think that will only continue to grow. So there's tremendous opportunity no matter where you fit on the spectrum.
No, great. Barbara, thank you very much. We would wish you a good luck on your holidays, on your holiday season. Enjoy. We really need your energy in early 2016.
Oh, you'll have it.
Thank you very much. Viewers, Barbara, as you've seen, even we are towards end of the year, but still you can see energy in her. So imagine when we come back in January, she would be rocking. We'll go for a quick break. Stay with us.
Buy low and sell high with Zia Abbas.
One name stands apart in the real estate world: Zia Abbas.
Remember, mortgage financing is just like a puzzle. The difference is you won't get a second chance to solve it. Choose the right broker. Call me for initial consultation.
Endless expenses? How can you save up? Easy. Get Equity Life Insurance and enjoy guaranteed benefits for life and pay for only 20 years. It is like your home. You can build equity. You can use the equity for emergencies, children's education, for their weddings, or for your tax retirement income. So stop worrying. Start saving. Don't just rent a life insurance policy. Own it like your home. Call Zahid Sayed. Call 905-624-0008.
This is Frank. Frank has spent years building up a successful real estate business. Like you, he's a great salesman and a savvy businessman. He works very hard for every penny he earns. But because he's a self-employed salesperson, Frank has to hand over almost half of his hard-earned money to Revenue Canada. Frank would really like to spend more of his earnings on his family, take a dream vacation, or invest in his future. And here comes Realty Point to make all that possible. Realty Point helped Frank cut his tax rate down to lower than he thought possible. Frank's business now keeps 85 cents of every dollar and saves thousands on taxes every year. Want to be just like Frank? Call now for your confidential consultation.
For over 20 years, Baker Real Estate has been proud to represent the most successful new construction condominium developers in Toronto. When you buy through Baker, you know you've bought the best.
Abrahams LLP. We provide services in corporate law, civil litigation, and real estate.
We are lawyers to Toronto's entrepreneur.
आप रियल एस्टेट एजेंट हैं ज़िया अब्बास के वर्ल्ड क्लास रियल्टी पॉइंट को आज ही ज्वाइन करें। रीसेल के अलावा हाई राइज कॉन्डोमिनियम्स एंड लो राइज हाउसेज में एक्सेस हासिल करें। जीटीए के 5 लोकेशन मार्कम यूनियनविल, स्क्वायर 1 मिसिसागा, डाउनटाउन टोरंटो, नॉर्थ यॉर्क एंड उसके अलावा आशुआ डाउनटाउन में 5 ऑफिसेज होंगे। ज़िया अब्बास के साथ मिलकर एक कामयाब कॉम्बिनेशन बनाएं तो मुझे आज ही फ़ोन करें कॉम्पिटिटिव कमीशन कट्स के लिए।
Buy low and sell high with Zia Abbas.
नाज़रीन, इस वक्त मेरे साथ अमीन नूरानी ABN कॉरपोरेशन से बैठे हुए हैं। हमारा आज का टॉपिक HST है और HST के बारे में हमने प्रीवियस प्रोग्राम्स में काफ़ी बातचीत की है, लेकिन चूँकि आज इन दिनों हॉट टॉपिक ही HST है और उसमें कॉम्प्लिकेशन ही बहुत ज़्यादा है और फिर CRA के गाइडलाइंस ही बहुत टफ है, तो हमने कहा कि इसको ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा डिटेल में आपके सामने डिस्कस किया जाए, चाहे आपको मतलब ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा आपको फ़ायदा हो इस पर्टिकुलर डिस्कशन से। अस्सलाम वालेकुम अमीन भाई, कैसे हैं?
मैं ठीक हूँ ज़िया।
HST का नाम सुनते ही सबको डर लगता है कि यार ये है क्या भला। ठीक है, पहली चीज़ तो ये है कि HST पे हमने प्रीवियस प्रोग्राम्स में काफ़ी ज़्यादा बात की है, लेकिन HST के रिबेट्स के बारे में, ये जो न्यू हाउसिंग रिबेट्स है HST का, इसके जो एप्लीकेशन सबमिट हो रहे हैं आजकल ऑडिट में डिनाई काफ़ी हो रहे हैं, यानी कि रिफंड्स नहीं हो रहे हैं, तो उसकी मेन वजह क्या है?
ज़िया, जैसे कि आपने कहा कि HST बज़ाहिर तो ये बड़ा सिंपल सा टॉपिक है कि HST जो है वो 2010 से उन्होंने 13% जो इंट्रोडक्शन किया था और ये सब कमोडिटी की तरह घर पे भी मौजूद है, मगर CRA ने 2 चीज़ों पे आपको रिबेट दिया हुआ है कि अगर एक ये आपकी प्रिंसिपल रेसिडेंस है तो आपको रिबेट मिलता है और हमने बात में बात की है, और दूसरा अगर आपने रेंटल इन्वेस्टमेंट लिया हुआ है, इन्वेस्टमेंट मैं एम्फसाइज़ दे रहा हूँ इन्वेस्टमेंट पे, तो मिनिमम आपको अगर 1 साल तक आप रेंटल रखते हैं तो आपको रिबेट मिल जाता है। अब उसके अंदर कॉम्प्लिकेशंस इसलिए पैदा हो रही है कि ऑब्वियसली हम रूल्स फॉलो नहीं कर रहे, एज सिंपल एज दैट, राइट। सो कुछ चीज़ें ऐसी है जो कि पास्ट में जो ऑडिट्स हो रही है, CRA जो ऑडिट कर रहा है, वेरी स्ट्रिंजेंट ऑडिट कर रहा है, हमने पास्ट में भी इस पर डिस्कस किया था, और वो कुछ चीज़ें हैं जो कि मैं नाज़रीन की अटेंशन में लाना चाहता हूँ कि ये जो चीज़ें हैं उसको मेक श्योर करें कि ये फॉलो करें, और इसको जब आप अप्लाई करते हैं तो प्रॉपरली अकाउंटेंट के पास या लॉयर के पास जो स्पेशलाइज इस काम में करते हैं उनके पास जाके करें, ताकि चीज़ें जो है वो फेल थ्रू क्रैक ना हो जाए। सो सबसे बड़ी पहली जो बात है दैट इज़ द प्रिंसिपल रेसिडेंस की मैं बात करूँगा कि प्रिंसिपल रेसिडेंस पे HST रिबेट जो है वो अलाउबल है, और अगर आप सबसे बड़ी बात जो शायद लोगों को ना पता हो कि सिर्फ अपने तौर पे ही नहीं, बल्कि अगर आपका इमीडिएट फैमिली मेम्बर है, अगर वो भी आपके उस प्रॉपर्टी को प्रिंसिपल रेसिडेंस के तौर पे इस्तेमाल करना चाहता है तो आप रिबेट अप्लाई कर सकते हैं। एंड दैट इमीडिएट फैमिली मेम्बर्स इंक्लूड योर पेरेंट्स, योर सिबलिंग्स, योर इमीडिएट ब्लड रिलेटिव, मीन्स आपके बच्चे वगैरह, तो आपका स्पाउस, तो उस बेसिस के ऊपर अगर वो घर आपका इस्तेमाल होता है तो फिर आपको HST रिबेट मिल जाता है। इसके अंदर ये होता है बाज़ दफ़ा कि लोगों ने एक एडिशनल पार्टनर, फॉर एग्जांपल आपकी उसकी क्रेडिट अप्रूव नहीं हो रही है, और अगर आपने किसी को और उस प्रॉपर्टी के अंदर जॉइंट नेम डाला है, इवन इफ फॉर 1% अगर आपने डाला है, और अगर वो आदमी क्वालिफाइड नहीं होता, आपकी एप्लीकेशन रिजेक्ट हो जाएगी। सो आपको लगता है कि यार प्रिंसिपल रेसिडेंस में 99% में मौजूद हूँ, मेजॉरिटी मेरे परसेंट है, आपने किसी 1% का, ऐसे केसेस हुए जो कि रिजेक्ट हो चुके हैं। सेकंड जो पॉइंट है ज़िया, मैं बात करूँगा कि ये एक बहुत ही ज़्यादा इम्पॉर्टेंट है जो कि CRA आजकल कमिंग बैक टू द टैक्स पेयर्स, कि अगर आपकी क्लोजिंग के टाइम पे, फॉर एग्जांपल आपने घर लिया था $3.5 लाख का, ठीक है, और क्लोजिंग के टाइम पे उसकी अगर मार्केट वैल्यू लेट्स ओनली फॉर द आर्ग्यूमेंट से $4.5 लाख हो चुकी है, इन दैट सिचुएशन आपका अगर $3.5 लाख का था तो उस वक्त आपको GST भी अप्लाई मिलता था, रिबेट मिलता था, अप्लाई होता था, और PST का पोर्शन भी अप्लाई होता था, जो कि अमूमन डिपेंड करता है, मगर इफ़ इट इज़ मोर देन $24,000 और वो रिबेट आपको मिल चुका है, आपने अप्लाई किया, आपको मिल चुका है, मगर क्लोजिंग के टाइम पे अगर उसकी कीमत ज़्यादा हो चुकी है तो CRA कैन कम बैक टू यू एंड यू आस्क फॉर द डिफरेंस based on the trade, because at the $400,000 or $450,000 for the GST purposes, the $24,000 is the maximum cap. So आपको उससे ज़्यादा रिबेट नहीं मिल सकता, तो you have to pay the difference back. So that is very important. उसके अलावा ज़िया, इट इज़ ऑल्सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कि ये जो रिबेट है ये क्लोजिंग के 2 साल पे अप्लाई कर देना चाहिए। कितने केसेस आए हैं जिन्होंने पहले तो प्रिंसिपल रेसिडेंस के तौर पे उनको बिल्डर ने या उनके रियल एस्टेट एजेंट ने या उनके लॉयर ने गाइड किया कि ठीक है अभी आप ले लें, प्री कंस्ट्रक्शन का टाइम है, अपने प्रिंसिपल रेसिडेंस के नाम पे आप ले लें, और उन्होंने क्लोजिंग भी प्रिंसिपल रेसिडेंस के नाम पे करवा ली। बाद में पता चला कि भाई ये तो उनका इन्वेस्टमेंट प्रॉपर्टी है, और वो इंतज़ार करते रहे, और अगर ये 2 साल का अगर टाइम पीरियड निकल गया, इट मीन्स दैट यू हैव लॉस्ट द अपॉर्चुनिटी टू अप्लाई फॉर द रेंटल रिबेट. So that opportunity is gone. It is very very important.
So 2 years is must.
2 years is the must. उससे बीच 2 साल के अंदर आपको अप्लाई करना है. एक और चीज़ है जो कि ये रेंटल रिबेट जो है ये कॉटेजेस पे अप्लाई नहीं होता है. तो दैट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कि लोगों को पता हो कि कॉटेजेस पे अप्लाई नहीं होता है. अगर आपने रेंटल एप्लीकेशन सबमिट, क्योंकि जब आप प्रॉपर्टी क्लोज करते हैं तो आप रेंटल एप्लीकेशन रिबेट एप्लीकेशन आप सीआरए के साथ अप्लाई कर सकते हैं, जिसके अंदर आपको स्टेटमेंट ऑफ एडजस्टमेंट और रेंटल एग्रीमेंट और परचेज एग्रीमेंट वगैरह सबमिट करना पड़ता है. और अगर आपने रेंटल 1 साल पूरा नहीं रखा है ड्यू टू वॉट एवर रीज़न, सीआरए कैन कम बैक टू यू एंड डिनाई योर एप्लीकेशन. एब्सोल्युटली. अगर आपने ये प्रॉपर्टी 1 साल से पहले बेच भी दी, in that situation CRA can come back to you and deny this application. तो ये कुछ चीज़ें हैं ज़िया जो कि उस वक्त हमें पता नहीं होती है जब हम क्लोज़ कर रहे होते हैं प्रॉपर्टी, या जब हम इनिशियली बाई कर रहे होते हैं, तो ये चीज़ों का पता नहीं होता है, और एप्लीकेशन जो है वो डिनाई, यही वजह है जो कि डिनाई होती है.
अमीन भाई, थैंक यू वेरी मच. HST इज़ अ वास्ट सब्जेक्ट, तो ये मेरे ख्याल में मिनटों की बात नहीं, घंटों की बात है. तो नाजरीन से मैं यही कहूँगा कि अगर आपने मज़ीद HST में और इन्फॉर्मेशन लेनी है, अगर इफ़ यू आर अ विक्टिम ऑफ HST, मैं ये कहूँगा अगर आपका कोई एप्लीकेशन है और आप यहाँ से कुछ इन्फॉर्मेशन लेना चाह रहे हैं, तो इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कि आप अमीन को ABN कॉरपोरेशन में फ़ोन करें और इनसे अपॉइंटमेंट सेट करें ताकि ये प्रॉपर्ली आपको गाइड करें. यहाँ से चलते हैं नेक्स्ट सेगमेंट की तरफ. स्टे विद अस.
Buy low and sell high with Zia Abbas.
So viewers, I'm sitting with Tariq Muhyiddin, lawyer for Abraham's LLP. So what we discussed today, the importance of contract review, how important it is to review your contract before it go firm. Assalamu alaikum, Tariq, how are you?
Walaikum assalam, very fine, Zia. Yourself?
Thank you very much. Thank you for your time. First of all, I believe between the community, contract review is not that important, they think, like, you know, or say majority of these purchasers, when they buy pre-construction condominiums where they have 10 days cooling off period to get their full contract review and see all those fine prints, how important that is. But before we jump there, I believe the resale contracts which would be done on a RECO forms through realtors, there would be lots of conditions. How important it is to put review by lawyer since the other conditions are all existing. So what's your intake about that?
I think for even a resale agreement, reviewing the agreement is a necessary thing, and it's a good condition which you should have. And the reason is that because very often when you're making the offers on a resale transaction, there's a lot of back and forth. There may be multiple offers, and everyone is in a rush to get the dollar amount down, because that's really what people are concerned about. But while they're putting this down, they may forget to put something in there. There may be some standard language in there that isn't appropriate for your situation. An example that happens very often is with respect to things like hot water tanks or furnaces. Very often in your house, this is a rental property, and you expect that when you sell the property, the buyer is going to take care of it, and they'll then pay the rent to the supplier. But if you're not careful, or if your agent isn't careful, then what can happen is it'll be included as things you have to give to the buyer at the time of closing. And if that's the case, then you have to go to Enbridge and pay off the amount of this hot water tank or air conditioner or whatever it happens to be, because that's what it says in the contract. And so if you have a condition in there, just to let everyone take a step back and review the agreement to make sure that when you have this rush situation, you haven't put something in there that you weren't supposed to put in. And so this is actually protection for both the buyer and the seller, just to make sure that we're all on the same page here, because what you don't want to happen is to have some kind of dispute or lawsuit even after the closing over something like a hot water tank, which can happen.
And then you can easily rectify that prior to put an offer, right? Or during that offer, you have to review it properly, right?
You want to review it properly, and so just say you're making a deadline, you put your offer in, and it gets accepted. Well, if you have this condition saying that you've got, say, 3 days or what have you for lawyer review while the financing, while the inspection's happening, then they can bring this to your attention and say, oh, look, it says here, for example, that you're going to be taking over this water filtration system. And maybe you don't want this water filtration system.
Exactly.
This is now your chance to say back to the seller, look, we don't want this. Do you want to take it with you to your new house, for example? And maybe something can be done about it. If you don't have anything like that, then you're stuck. The agreement tells you you're taking this and you don't have a choice.
So that is very, very important. You know what, Tariq, I totally agree with you that even resale documents on contracts has to be reviewed by lawyer within those 5 days, 5 conditional days.
Right.
But let's jump on a pre-construction contracts, like when you buy houses, pre-construction residential, or say high-rise condominiums, you would be under the cooling off period. How important it is to get that whole bunch of 20-30 pages worth contract to reviewed by their lawyer.
There as well, it's extremely important, and on a new construction property, it could be a difference of $10,000, $15,000 that you don't know about until the time of final closing. Because what will happen in your pre-construction contract is they'll have all these different adjustments.
Yes.
And they'll say things like, you've got to pay for levies, you have to pay for street trees, you have to pay for hooking up electricity to the property, and all of these other things. And depending on the property, whether it's a house or a condominium, this could be an extra $3,000, it could be an extra $10,000, it could be an extra $20,000, depending on what kind of agreements are in place with the utility providers and with the city. And you may not be able to do something about it, but again, this goes towards what knowledge you have when you're entering into the agreement. If you know your price is $350 plus $20,000 for these other adjustments, you can mentally prepare for having $370,000 ready.
Exactly.
If you're not aware of this, then come final closing, you have $350,000 in your mind, you now have to pay an extra $20,000. Where is that money going to come from?
Exactly. Which you're not even aware of, right?
Which you're not aware of until it's too late.
So capping levies is very important, and then there are other elements within that agreement, like purchaser must know about that prior to the final closing, so they have to arrange all those funds.
That's correct. And sometimes for agreements now, they'll have requirements of additional insurance you need on the property. Even for a condominium, they may say that you have to rent some kind of HVAC unit for the building as well. And very often the builders, they have friends with these suppliers, and so they'll give them a very good deal. They'll say, yes, the buyer has to take care of it, and so we'll put an HVAC unit that costs $50, $60, $70 a month because it's the buyer's problem, it's not ours.
Yes.
And so because of that, we really have to make sure that maybe we can't do something about it, but at least we know what we're walking into.
Least, yes, you have to disclose it. Thank you very much, Tariq.
You're welcome.
Thank you for such a great, your experience really means a lot, to all the viewers. Review is very important for all these contracts. It has to be done. Viewers, as you've seen, Tariq discussed very well, always get your contracts reviewed by your lawyer. It is very important, though it's a resale or it's a pre-construction high-rise condominiums or a pre-construction residential. It's equally important. We'll go for a quick break. Stay with us.
Buy low and sell high with Zia Abbas.
Hi, I'm Zia Abbas and proudly introduce Pier 27 Phase 3 at the foot of Yonge Street with an amazing water view. This 35-story building has just over 400 units. If you really want to see a great views from your balcony, this is the project you have to follow. Call me with the confidence to secure your allocation to buy low and sell high.
Thank you. Refinance. It's not always about paying your existing debts or plan a vacation. There is so much you can do with the equity, which is sitting and doing nothing in your house. Call me to discuss your options.
For over 20 years, Baker Real Estate has been proud to represent the most successful new construction condominium developers in Toronto. When you buy through Baker, you know you've bought the best.
This is John. John recently set up his own real estate brokerage, but he got so overwhelmed by all the administration involved in running his office that he never had time to sell any real estate. So John turned to Realty Point, who took over all the administration for his business, like answering calls, coordinating deals, and reconciling accounts, and made all the hassle go away. So John can get on with what he does best, selling real estate. Want to be just like John? Call now for your confidential consultation.
Abrahams LLP. We provide services in corporate law, civil litigation, and real estate.
We are lawyers to Toronto's entrepreneur.
Buy low and sell high with Zia Abbas.
Viewers, as you see in the whole program today, Barbara is always full of energy and she always brings a lot of information. Same as Amin Noorani, he knows about the accounting area, about CRA stuff, and Tariq Muhyiddin, legal aspects of the closing, so how you should take care of little minute things which is equally important in your closing. Keep sending your emails, give us a call, send your questions, which we have to make it a part of a program. Inshallah, I'll see all of you next week. Stay blessed and Allah Hafiz.
Buy low and sell high with Zia Abbas.